I didn't really want to do a video about this match after what I just witnessed. I mean, it was a fucking insane game to watch. Some end-to-end stuff, and the reason why I didn't want to do a video really is because, well, we didn't win, and we should have won. We definitely should have won, but nothing doing, I suppose. I haven't actually covered the last two games because I've been really annoyed with them. Losing a game made me very annoyed, and then drawing a game in the 90th minute to a very lucky deflection just pissed me off, and I stopped doing videos for a bit. But I'm back with this one because I just am extremely happy to say that Southampton have guaranteed that they're staying in the Premier League. I don't know the exact science of it or the exact statistics of it, but I'm pretty sure that it's not guaranteed, but it is the probability of us staying in the Premier League is 99.99%, because the only way we could possibly be relegated is if Cardiff drew today or something like that. I can't remember. I thought that. Oh no, I think I'm chatting shit, to be honest. So this has just been a pointless start to the video. I think because if Cardiff drew today and we drew today, then they'd still need to score 20 goals to beat us, in terms of goal difference in the table. But they've actually lost today and we drew, so we're now 7 points ahead and they've only got 2 games left, so we are safe. Thank God. Okay, so it's not that we are statistically extremely likely to stay up, it's that we are staying up now, and that's just fantastic, and I'm so happy. It's a shame that it happened in a game like this, because I mean, in a game like this where we were winning 1-0, then they came back to 2-1, and then we hit the post, and then we came back and we're winning 3-2, and then just again Armstrong comes on and does a stupid mistake and kind of loses us those 3 points. Really irritating, because I thought we were going to be up with Bournemouth. We were only going to be 1 point behind Bournemouth if we won this game. It's just a bit of a shame. But at the end of the day, we're safe. That's all that matters, and we can grow from this. We're still in the Premier League. We've got another season, a whole season under Hasenhüttl, and hopefully we can keep the results going. But yeah, like I said, it's kind of disappointing to draw a game 3-3 at home when, for the most part, I felt like our performances were quite good. Like I normally do with the Saints match reviews, I'll go through kind of the stuff that happened in the game. Using references from the computer, that's why my eyes are probably drifting up here quite a lot. But yeah, we got the point that we needed to secure our survival, which is great. And it was a very entertaining game, like I said. I enjoyed it. I was up on my feet screaming at the television quite a lot. But it's just annoying when we go ahead with a deserved lead because we were playing insanely. Shane Long scoring again, who the fuck would have predicted that? And then we had so many chances to just keep going. We had the momentum, and then suddenly out of nowhere they get a break, and this is where I'm really annoyed, because one of my players of the season has been Jan Bednarek, and today I think he looked a bit off, especially in the first half. It was his fault in my opinion, his fault for the first goal, because he stepped so far out of defence it left a massive hole for them to run into. Realistically, it was the only you don't, as when you got 2 centre backs back, you don't just sit off their counter attack. You should press a little bit, but it's irritating that one of my favourite players this season has kind of slipped up and let them score. That was their first shot on goal as well, which was disappointing, and just the power of it took it past Gunn. It wasn't a particularly good shot, but it was just really hard. And then Wilson came and scored a very lucky rebound from a decent shot. I can't see Gunn holding that shot. It was such a powerful shot again. Just disappointing. It wasn't offside, anything like that. It was just unlucky for our part. But defensively, after that point, we looked a shambles. There was a point where I thought that Valerie had given away a penalty. Again, that would have been Bednarek's fault, because he kind of sat to the they had Wilson or King, I think it was King, on the touchline with the ball. Valerie and Bednarek are both with him, but Bednarek stepped out, so there was a space down the goal line. and King ran across there, and then we were quite lucky not to give away a penalty, really. I think because Valerie went in with his side of his body and not arms and not feet. I guess that's why it wasn't given, but I was so worried it was going to be 3-1 from a penalty because, Wilson's not going to miss a penalty, is he? And then Long hit the post from an open goal, and I was just like, our luck has completely gone out the window this game. Such a shame to see that, because Shane played a decent game today. I was really impressed by him, and if he just scored that and we'd have been back in the game, we'd have had some momentum and we could have maybe put 2 extra goals into a lead instead of just 1, which is what we ended up doing. I mean, the second half fight back was insane. We started playing amazingly well. I was quite concerned that we had Ryan Bertrand and Matt Targett on the pitch at the same time. I wasn't actually sure what formation we were playing in the end. I didn't know if Bertrand was playing centre-back or if Targett was playing like left midfield. It was really weird. But anyway, Targett came on, and for some reason, like Targett's been out for a while. I think he's been injured. But Targett, and also Bertrand's come back. And Bertrand's normally our first choice left back, but Targett's come on and he's suddenly had a blinder of an impact. Like he just kept running up and down, and then we get a little break with Ward-Prowse cutting in, and he cut in onto his left foot, which I thought was really good. I'm surprised he didn't go down to get a free kick in a good position. Cut inside on his left, and then used the run of Ings to kind of block the keeper's view of his shot, and got right in the bottom corner. Amazing goal. I was screaming, left footer from outside the area from James Ward-Prowse, and he's still in form, which is fantastic to see. And then suddenly Jan Valery turns into Messi and just takes a massive touch on the outside of Ake, whips the ball into the box. Ake fouls him after the ball, but no matter, because big Matty Targett is at the back post, a header, and a really powerful header. And we were actually quite lucky with that goal. It was a superb goal. Like the cross, the play by Ings to manage to salvage the ball inside their penalty area, play it out to Ward-Prowse, plays it to Valery with an amazing run, an amazing touch, an amazing cross. And an amazing header by Targett. But we were quite lucky that if you watch a slow motion replay from behind the goal, you see that Boric gets a hand to the ball and flicks it like over his defender's head. If he hadn't touched the ball, the defender would have been able to clear it, and that was really frustrating. But then Wilson scored again right at the end. I'm really disappointed because I really like Stuart Armstrong, but on several occasions this season he's come into the game and made an impact, whether good or bad. He came on against Man United and he gave away a penalty. Yeah, they missed the penalty, but that's beside the point. And he came on today and whilst attacking wise he looked quite promising as usual. He just lost the ball in the middle of the park, and we were very lucky that well, no, we weren't very lucky. We were unlucky that they managed to squander it in, because we had so many defenders in the box, but Wilson managed to get a foot to it, and fair play to or a knee to it, I don't know. Fair play to I like Wilson, and I think he deserves to be in the England squad. Realistically, I think he's a good player. And then we nearly lost the game. I think it was Højbjerg, who hardly ever misplaces passes, tried to play it out to Targett and completely put no power on the ball. They were free, and there were like 2 of them in on goal, and Gunn produces a relatively simple goal save. And I don't know why Wilson didn't try and get it over the keeper. He tried to play it on the ground, and Gunn had come out so far that realistically he should have gone over. I don't know why, but I'm taking that. That save was great. And it's just a shame that we didn't win, like I said. But at the end of the day, I can't really complain, can I? Because we've got 2 games left and we're safe. We've got 2 games to really show what we're about, put some risky, fast-paced football in, use our talent and technique to make people know that we are going to be a threat next season. Because the way we played today was fantastic. Credit to Bournemouth, because they looked terrible for the first 10 minutes and then came back into the game and looked great. So fair play. And I like Bournemouth. I don't get the rivalry between Saints and Bournemouth, really. It's not really a thing I'm a fan of. I'm not a fan of football rivalries in general, to be honest. But I'll go through our lineup and talk about, well, give people ratings, but not like a numerary rating, just a vocal rating of their performance. Gunn, I think, played very well. I think for their second goal, he was a bit unlucky because it was a powerful shot and he just kind of fumbled it. The first goal, a powerful shot, and he just couldn't get down in time, I guess. It just kind of swerved around him. Third goal, I don't know if he could could have done better because it was a fantastic ball by Fraser, but he did make some key saves and held onto the ball well when it mattered, and I think he had a good game. Valerie, really good to see him back and performing. He had a fantastic game. I would not be surprised if he got some kind of single bonus point on Fantasy Premier League. Bednarek, as I said, played well, especially in the second half, but he looked a bit off in the first, and I'm worried about him. Stevens, surprisingly, played very well. There was a moment where he kind of turned into Messi in in the middle of the park, which is he took it around like 5 people. Fantastic, and played out to target. He had a massive laugh with him afterwards. I was laughing because I was like, how the hell is Jack Stevens, who is definitely our most risky defender, managed to pull that off? And I was worried that he was starting as a centre-back, but because Yoshida was ill. But he did well today, and I know we conceded 3 goals, but I think he did well. Bertrand played well, didn't really have much to do, I'll be honest. I didn't see much of Bertrand. I feel like most of their attacking play, successful attacking play came down their left-hand side, whereas he's on our left-hand side, and I feel like that kind of impacted us. Ward-Prowse, great game. Realistically, he played some really good passes and just held the ball up well, took fouls well, knew when to not go down just as well as when to go down. Got a goal, a brilliant goal to be honest, and yeah, played well. And I reckon he's probably my man of the match today. Romeu got yellow carded pretty early on, went off at half time. Good substitution. I was worried again that we'd taken off one of our central midfielders, that we needed a bit of stability, but I guess with 2 it kind of worked a bit better because we had a bit more pace going out wide with Target. Target played fantastically. I'm really impressed with him. Really glad that he can still get a look in even if Bertrand's in the squad already. It's quite weird seeing them both on the pitch at the same time, but for some reason it worked today. Højbjerg played a few misplaced passes, but still looked as powerful and as energetic as ever in the middle of the park. Looked good. Nothing special though. I wish he'd got a goal. There was a moment where he had a really, really powerful shot from like 40 yards, and we know he can hit them, and he just got under it a tiny bit and it was lifting up, but if he'd hit it square on, that was going straight in the top corner. I could feel it. Shane Long played a great game. I know he missed an open goal, but he did score our first goal relatively well. I know it took a deflection, but he still scored, right? Don't get angry at me. And I think he played a good game. Austin, I can't really talk about. He came in the 88th minute and didn't do much. I was kind of annoyed at the end of the game, though. What Austin did do was he came on and just played around with the ball in the corner of the pitch. And I don't know whether that's because he was told by our coaches to do that, because if we held on for a draw, that Cardiff were probably going to lose. I don't know if that's why he did what he did, but I feel like we could have gone for another goal. We had like 4 minutes that we could have used to score a winner, but he came on and he did a really good job actually of playing in the corner. You see it quite a lot where people try and just mess around in the corner to waste time, and they lose the ball relatively easily, but there was a passage of play where him, Valerie and Redmond were just playing it around each other over there, and it was pretty decent. Ings played a good game today, made some really good passes, and it just looked a bit off. There was a moment where he could have put us 3-2 in the lead, but he couldn't quite get he didn't have enough time on the ball. He kind of flicked it towards Boric, and it was an easy save in the end. But I think he looked good. We took him off for Armstrong, but I just wish he wasn't as injury prone as he is, because he's a fantastic player and he plays some, for a striker, he plays some amazing passes into Redmond and stuff. So it's nice to see him performing to a good degree. I just wish he'd got a goal. Armstrong kind of ruined the game for me. I really like him, and I think he's got some good pace. He's very much like Sims, and I like them both, but I feel like Sims is less likely to make that kind of mistake, which is just a bit irritating. Redmond played a good game as well. In the first half, for that first 15 minutes or so when we were attacking well, I think Redmond looked really dangerous, and he could have gotten a goal or two, but never mind, we go again. But that's like my thoughts on the team. We're safe. What can I say? Saints are safe, and it's fantastic. So let me know what you guys thought of the game. If you're a Bournemouth fan, if you're a Saints fan, if you're just a football fan, let me know what you guys thought of the game if you watched it. I feel like this was the most entertaining game of the day by a mile. I mean, there was a goal in the West Ham Tottenham game, and there was a goal in the Fulham game, and there were 6 in this game, and there were 3 in the Watford Wolves game, but we don't talk about that one. And then Brighton play Newcastle later. But I think this game was fantastic to watch, especially as a neutral. Like, with a neutral point of view, this would have been a fantastic game. So let me know what you guys thought. Leave a like if you think that my opinions of the game are okay. I know they'd be slightly biased towards Southampton, but that's because I'm a Southampton fan. My older brother was actually at the game today because my dad's away. Ollie got his season ticket and went with my uncle and his wife, and they seemed to think it was a good game. Like, it was good to watch, but frustrating we didn't win. But we're safe. Come on, you Reds. And I'm excited for next season already, which is brilliant. And we've still got 2 games to go. Hopefully we can show off our skills. If you want to see my analysis of the last 2 games of the season, I'm not really sure if I'm hoping I will talk about them because I have got like a uni exams and my dissertation due in, so that's another reason why I didn't do the last 2 games, because I've been doing lots of work. But I'm hoping that I'll be able to talk about those, and hopefully they're good results, so I have something to talk about. But I guess I will see you guys very soon for the next game. What is the next game? That would be quite useful information, to be honest. The next game is against West Ham at West Ham, and West Ham beat Tottenham today at Tottenham, so I'm not really expecting to get anything from that game, really, because West Ham have been playing decently recently. But then we play Huddersfield in the last game of the season on the last day, and I'm hoping we'll do bits in that game, show off, give the fans something to cheer about, ready for next season. I don't know, but I'll see you guys next Saturday for the Southampton West Ham game, and until then, I hope you have a very lovely weekend. I hope you have a very lovely week, and please take care. Like I say, let me know what your thoughts on the game were in the comments. What do you think now Saints are safe? Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I'll probably talk about Saints pre-season and stuff during the summer as well. That'd be quite interesting. And like if you enjoyed, don't dislike if you didn't. Just tell me why in the comments. I've rattled on for long enough now. I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, and take care. Bye-bye.